I'm Chris Schneider. Welcome to Lake TV's Classic Game of the Week. We go back to early November 2018 for this great game. Now, whenever you're talking November games in high school, you're talking playoffs. This was the Camdenton Lakers' second-round playoff game against Jeff City Helias. The Lakers, 9-1, and thinking they had a real chance to win another state championship. They would have to get by this Helias team first, though. So let's see if they could get it done. We hope you enjoy this Lake TV Classic Game of the Week from November 2nd, 2018, the district playoff semifinal game between Camdenton and Jefferson City Helias.
And it is time for Camdenton Laker playoff football. I'm William Holtz, joined by the man, Dave Glendenning. And Dave, it's officially Class 4, District 5 State District Semifinal playoff football from Bob Shore Stadium, live on Lake TV. And I've been waiting nearly 2 years to say that.
Yes, and I'm so happy to be here, and I think it's going to be a fantastic game.
It is going to be, because don't be fooled, folks. You heard us talk about in the pregame show, Helias 4-6 in the 5 seed, but oh boy, they play some tough opponents. So Camdenton hoping to get going here right out of the gate. And officially back to receive. That's Griffin inside the 5. He's going to return. Gabe Kurtz with the lead block. Here's Griffin now across the 20. Cuts back across and all the way across the 35 up to the 37. Eli Griffin getting things going here for the Lakers as Andrew Paxton with the stop for the Crusaders, and the opening drive of tonight's game starts at the Laker 37-yard line, Dave.
Great field position.
And you got to credit Gabe Kurtz with that initial block there. He came up and put a licking on that would-be tackler. Of course, Kurtz, favorite target of DeLaurent, who's out of the shotgun. 5 wide receivers. Get ready to talk about these wideouts, because here they come. DeLaurent looks to his left. Pump fake now over the middle. It's intercepted on the first play from scrimmage. Intercepted by number 51, Garrett Schneiders.
Schneider's one of their top defenders out there, and he made a great play on that ball.
And I think DeLaurent just didn't see him. He was sitting there at that middle linebacker position, Dave. He had his guy over the seam. I think he was looking for Jackson Ezzard. He wanted to hit, or Cooper Ezzard, rather, I'm sorry. And he didn't see that linebacker, and what a play made by Schneider's right out of the gate. Only the 6th interception of the season for Paxton DeLaurent.
Not the start he was wanting, for sure.
Now out of the gun for Helias. Quarterback with the option. Pitch outside, and positive yardage on first down as Zach Covington takes the ball up to about the 32-yard line. Quarterback Jacob Weaver, only a sophomore, but he's got that big build and looks very poised in the pocket. Helias remains out of the shotgun, this time 5 wide receivers, empty backfield.
Yeah, at Helias, they do run a spread offense, and so we're going to be seeing this all night. Typically 5 wide receivers.
Weaver now into the flat, in and out of his would-be receiver's hands. That one should have been caught on the play. Dropped once again. It's Andrew Paxton not able to haul that in. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 now. Ball at the Laker 32-yard line. The Helias Crusaders were gifted a short field after the Paxton DeLaurent interception. Weaver out of the shotgun. In the backfield with him is Veltrop. Weaver's going to keep it on the option, and the Lakers defense able. No, they're not. What an effort by Weaver. Keeps the legs churning and has a Crusaders first down up to the 26-yard line. Dave, he looked like he was stopped well shy before second effort gave him first down yardage.
What an effort by Weaver on that play. He was determined to get that first down, and by goodness, he got it.
So right back out of the shotgun, fresh set of downs for the Crusaders. Weaver takes the snap, looks to his right, quick hitter deflected at the line, falls incomplete. Nice job by one of the Lakers' defensive linemen. That's going to bring up second down now after the incomplete pass. Nice job by the front of the Lakers defensively, Dave. They're only giving up 15 points a game this season. They're scoring almost 50 a game. They got their backs against a wall here, but they're a bend and don't break kind of defense. Second down now. Weaver drops back under pressure into the flat. Caught, but waylaid. That's Adam Wilbers with the reception. And there for the Lakers, I think it was Gabe Kurtz, first man there.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was Kurtz.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Gabe Kurtz comes in, Dave, as the leading tackler on this team with 36 tackles. He's intercepted 3 passes. He's forced a fumble. He's recovered a fumble. And that time, he throws the offensive player for a loss.
Big 3rd and 12.
Out of the shotgun is Weaver. Takes the snap. Deep drop, now looking over the middle. He's got his man. That's caught inside the 10 and taken down. That's Adam Wilbers, the senior target. That's a big gain all the way down to the 7-yard line. And that's good for 20 yards and a 1st and goal to go for the Crusaders from the 7.
Yeah, the Laker defense just couldn't cover very well in that play.
Well, it was wide open over the seam. It was 3 down linemen on the play for the Lakers, and getting past that first level was Wilbers, and he does so to the tune of 20 yards on 1st and goal. Weaver now the quick hitter to Veltrup. No, he'll keep it on the read option and stamper into the end zone for a touchdown. And Helias strikes first on the legs of Jacob Weaver from 7 yards out. Helias now out in front 6-0 with 9:26 left in the first. Dave, it's a big turnover on the opening drive for the Lakers and Helias. They capitalized with that short field. They're an extra point away from going up 7-0.
And here is Vito Calvaruso for the extra point.
It's up, and oh my goodness, that had been good from 90.
One thing to look out for tonight, Vito's got a leg, and he's kicked a lot of field goals this year.
So after the extra point, Helias 7, Camdenton 0. We'll be back on Lake TV after this.
I'm Chris Schneider. You are watching a Lake TV Classic Game of the Week from November 2nd, 2018. The district semifinal between 9-1 Camdenton and Jeff City Helias. Let's get back to the action.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, on Lake TV's coverage of live high school football. And tonight, for the first time in nearly 2 years, we find ourselves at Bob Shore Stadium, where the Camdenton Lakers, the 1 seed in the Missouri State Class 4 District 5 playoffs, they find themselves behind 7-0 here to the 5 seed Helias Catholic Crusaders. Vito now set to kick it deep, high end over end kick. That's the Division I kicker in the making. Griffin inside the 5. Kurtz with the lead block once again. Griffin stays on his feet and finally taken out across the 24-yard line. First man there for Helias, Nathan Disler, the senior. And Camdenton, we'll see if they can get something going on their second offensive series. Dave, you'll remember what happened on that first down, and we were not expecting that.
No, not at all. And like Jason Whittle said in the pregame, this quarterback, he can be rattled. He's very calm, and nothing can shake him. So he'll be put to the test tonight here.
Yeah, let's see if he has a short memory here. Quick hitter into the flat. It's Kurtz. Across the 25. Still going now. Narrowing his way to the 30-yard line, and they give him the 30, so 6 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4. That's Kurt's 44th catch of the year. He comes in as the leading pass catcher. He's got 4 touchdowns on the season. Quick to the other side now to Kurtz. Same play, trying to get free. Good blocking by Kelton. Kurtz breaks the tackle across midfield. Look at him go all the way down to the 38-yard line. And that's good for 32 yards and a big first down for the Lakers. So on consecutive plays, DeLaurent finds his favorite target, Gabe Kurtz, who does the rest, and the Lakers inside Crusader territory, 1st and 10 at the 37.
And they're in a hurry up.
DeLaurent now quick outside. Nice little stutter step on the play for the Lakers with his first catch, the nice Lathan Wise, the senior who comes in. Lathan Wise comes in with 20 catches on the year. He's averaging 22 yards a catch. He's also got 6 scores. And we'll talk about here all the weapons that DeLaurent has on this offense.
And they're trying to put Helias on their heels here by using this hurry-up offense.
Yeah, it's a dangerous offense. Quick hitter here outside. Kurtz once again. He's going to run into his own man, but he's got first down yardage across the 30 down to the 26, and the Lakers another first down, and that's Gabe Kurtz's third reception already here, and we're not even 4 minutes into the game.
Looks like they're content to just throw that little, I don't know, what do you call it, little screen pass, I guess, a bubble screen.
Oh, that one is deflected and nearly intercepted. He was looking for Kurtz once again, falls incomplete, going to bring up second down and 10, and DeLaurent had completed 4 passes in a row after that interception prior to that incompletion. He's 4 of 6 here in the early going. DeLaurent now, quick hitter.
Big arm.
Looking for Calton. Outside and just barely overshoots him. We do have a flag inside the 5. We'll wait to see what they call here, Dave, but you'll have to think this is going to be some kind of defensive holding or illegal contact on the Crusaders.
Could be Adam Wilbers could have interfered.
Actually, no. It's I guess just a bad flag. They pick it up and say that's a
the phantom flag. Will, we've seen that before.
Yeah, we have seen that. So 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here the Lakers 1st and 10 from the 25. They had it now. 3rd down and 10 after 2 incompletions. Quick hitter here to Kurtz in the flat. Makes the first guy miss. Little stutter step inside the 20. Still fighting. He's got a first down. Gabe Kurtz, an outstanding effort. 11 yards and a Laker first down. That's his 4th catch already here in the early going.
And the tackle's made by 22 Ethan Johnson for the Crusaders.
Yeah, and Ethan Johnson had him 5 yards prior to the tackle being made. It was just the pure will and grit of Gabe Kurtz that kept the legs churning and had a first down. Kurtz now his 5th catch of the evening already. This one goes for a 1-yard loss, and actually this time Dylan Tufts, with his 27th catch of the season, he comes in with almost 300 yards, averaging 11 yards a catch and 5 scores. Guys, and the list continues of playmakers for Paxton DeLaurent. 2nd and long, into the flat.
Wide open.
He's got his man. That's near a first down yardage, and it will be. This time it's Tufts with the reception.
So you just thinking they're going to keep on passing down here?
I would think so.
Within the 5-yard line, about the 4-yard line?
Does have 6 rushing touchdowns on the ground. And also, Eli Griffin, he has 11 scores rushing the football. So believe it or not, Camdenton rushes it a lot for a score. 10 other players have a rushing touchdown outside of Griffin and DeLaurent. Believe that or not.
That's impressive.
So 1st and goal, DeLaurent to Griffin. Head down, still churning towards the end zone.
Just a bit shy.
Taken down inside the 1, going to bring up 2nd down and goal. Man, Dave, that is just incredible because you talk about 38 touchdown passes. You know, 8 different guys have scored a touchdown receiving the football, but it's almost 13 that have scored a touchdown rushing the football.
Yeah, like I said, the team is very, very deep, very talented.
2nd and goal, Griffin this time from 1 yard to the house. His 12th touchdown of the season. And the Lakers pull within 1 with 6:22 left. And what an answer from Paxton DeLaurent. And that Camdenton offense on that time. You had Gabe Kurtz, who had 4 catches for over 50 yards, including an incredible effort on 3rd and 12. You'll remember he fought for the extra yardage to get the first down. Also with a couple catches, Dylan Tufts, Lathan Wise had a catch, Cash Calton had a catch, and now in to attempt the extra point, Luke Galbraith, who's 56 of 59 on the season and picked an awful time to miss just his 4th extra point of the season. So with 6:22 remaining, Camdenton trailing Helias by a score of 7-6. Now Galbraith, the kick, it's a low squib line drive kick, fielded and tripped up inside the 25. Eli Griffin with the stop for Camdenton. Actually, that's 37 Garrett Stamper. We're going to look here again at the Laker defense. They were backed up to a short field, were unable to keep Helias off the scoreboard. We'll see what they do here now.
So maybe Helias has caught their breath after that
I'll tell you
quick
what,
run.
Up-tempo offense can put a hurting on you in a hurry, Dave. Looking to answer here. Weaver's got his man. That's
Wide
caught
open.
by Wilbers, and he may score. Finally taken down from behind by Lathan Wise. But it's Adam Wilbers once again. He had the big play for 20 yards on third down, setting up with first and goal on that first series. That one that time all the way down to the 26-yard line from the 24. So that's good for 48 yards and a first down, Dave.
It's getting a big chunk of yardage. That's a big play.
Jacob Weaver's looked really impressive, the sophomore here in the early going. Now Veltrop, the ball carrier, he's got good yardage up to the 16, going to bring up second down and 1. And Dave, I've been very impressed with what I've seen from Helias' offense here in the early going. I know we're just a half quarter into this thing, but
They don't really seem to have any deficiencies thus far. I mean, they seem pretty solid passing and running.
2 running backs over 400 yards on the season. Blake Veltrop has 800. Zach Covington with 400. Veltrop, the ball carrier, this time gets it, and he is ran over. First guy there, number 42 for the Lakers. That's big Jackson Rideout, the senior. Meets him in the backfield, brings up third down and 4.
That was a big stop for the Lakers.
Yeah, Rideout meets Veltrop back in the up.
And they're going out five wide here again, Will.
Third and 4. Weaver, the quick
Oh,
one. He's
wow.
got his man. Nice catch. Ball was behind the intended target. Griffin Bustos, the junior, number 85, but he makes the catch, and he's got it down to the 8-yard line. That's good for 11 yards in a first and goal to go situation once again for Helias.
I'll tell you what, Jacob Weaver, he's been throwing some clutch balls here in high pressure situations. He's throwing them on the money.
And he's only a sophomore. He has looked very comfortable. All the hype about DeLaurent coming in, and for the second time tonight into the end zone with his legs, the sophomore Jacob Weaver. I'll tell you what, that's an impressive run, and just like that, regaining their 7-point advantage, it's Helias, and they'll call on Vito Calvaruso for the extra point, Dave, and we feel like he could hit from about 70.
Yeah, I was looking forward to watching him tonight, and I don't say that much about kickers.
No, I'll tell you what, and his kickoffs are basically moonshots.
Look at that.
Oh, my, heads up over in Greenview.
Yeah.
So after
I'm
the
glad I
extra
didn't park
point,
my car over there, Will.
after the extra point, off the leg of Vito Calvaruso, it's Helias 14, Camdenton 6, folks, but don't go anywhere. We are just getting started. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lake TV's coverage of live high school football all season long. And here in the early going from Bob Shore Stadium in Camdenton, Missouri, it's Coach Chris Hensch's team, the Helias Catholic Crusaders, up 14-6. Good kick, fielded in the end zone. Gabe Kurtz very wisely takes the touchback, and that is the first time we've seen Vito Calvaruso in 3 tries get it into that end zone. And Dave, he has been impressive.
Yeah, he is, and I honestly think he probably could have done it the first 2 times, but he just laid it up so his special teamers can get down there and pin him back even further behind the 20.
Great camera look here, Coach Short talking to his offense. Absolutely love the work Ricky Smith doing there on the sideline. Of course, Brendan Thompson rocking the camera up top, that new angle you see there. Good work. Our crew does a wonderful job toughing the elements here, bringing you live Camdenton Laker football on Lake TV. DeLaurent now, quick hitter, that falls incomplete. Gonna bring up second down and 10 here with 4:41 left in the opening quarter. Now, Dave, that quick offense has seemed to work for the most part here for Camdenton. But Helias, they're eager and they're ready to try to make a stop. DeLaurent again, quick hitter, not caught off the hands this time of one of his favorite targets, Dylan Tuff. So not very often that back-to-back plays you see Paxton DeLaurent throw an incomplete pass, but it's happened a couple of times tonight already.
Well, I think Helias has adjusted their defense for that quick tempo offense. So they kind of have a base defense out there right now.
DeLaurent under pressure, scrambles, throws, looking for Kelton, overshoots his man there, going to bring up 4th down in a punt situation. And nothing hurt here now. If you're Camdenton, you're used to getting off to fast starts, nothing hurt. Your team can score in bunches, and your defense, one of the best in the Ozark Conference. No need to panic. You'll see out of the shotgun here on 4th down. Paxton DeLaurent does the punting duties as well. Coach Shore instructing him. That's a nice punt by DeLaurent. Fielded and then drilled. No fair catch called for by Alex Clement, the sophomore. Nice coverage by Kurtz and Lathan Wise, but it's Helias getting the ball back first. Here's now Weaver, quick hitter, incomplete. In and out of the hands of what appears to be his favorite target. That's Adam Wilbers, but falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down, and go back to that slide of these weapons. Lathan Wise there, but also in on the mix for Camdenton. Cooper Ezer, 200 yards, 6 scores, and last but not least, Jace Nicholas. He's got 17 catches, nearly 200 yards, and a couple of scores. So lots of options here. Camdenton stuffs it in the backfield after a 1-yard loss. First guy there, starting middle linebacker, Ryan Mawson. I'll tell you what, he's the 2nd leading tackler for this team for that linebacker position, but he does a great job anchoring this defense, and he's been a young man since his early elementary days. Visioned one day being the defensive anchor for this team, and that has come to fruition for one Ryan Mawson. 3rd down now. Weaver steps up in the pocket. It's incomplete. Paxton DeLaurent does it on the defensive side with a pass breakup. 4th down in a punt situation for Helias, although we may have a flag on the field.
False start.
And it's going to be an illegal procedure against the offense. The penalty will be declined. So, punt situation here for Helias, and how about that, Dave? The Camdenton Lakers defense, they needed to get a stop, and well, they do just that.
And that's what Jason Whittle was saying pregame. He said, don't sleep on this defense. He said they're basically the strong point of this team, not necessarily their star quarterback and the receivers, but they're obviously great. He said the defense has been overlooked due to the fact that their offense is doing so well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and their numbers are gaudy when you look at them. Only 14.9 points given up a game. It's a short kick now. It does take a Helias bounce, but Camdenton, they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
He is lean and mean, I'm telling you.
That one sails and very nearly intercepted. DeLaurent looking outside, and that falls incomplete, but that really should have been intercepted. Fortunate for Camdenton, at number 2, Dylan Weaver, or Gage Wilde, was unable to haul that in.
Yeah, when I first met Jason Whittle was when he was still playing for the Bills. And from then until now, his physique has changed.
DeLaurent with a nice little carry on 2nd down and long. He gets close to 1st down yardage. What about that?
Great effort.
Well, Dave, what gets lost in the shuffle because of his passing numbers, he's actually, yardage-wise, the leading rusher on this team over Eli Griffin. Of course, Eli Griffin, the younger brother of Jay Griffin, who had put up some unbelievable numbers in his Camdenton Laker career. And prior to him, of course, you had Todd Simpson, and prior to him, it was one Josh Martin. So these Camdenton Lakers have just had incredible running backs over the last handful of years, but no one expected for the Camdenton Lakers to run a spread offense, and that's exactly what's led to this 9-1 start. So on 3rd and short, it's Eli Griffin. He's got 1st down yardage up to the 38-yard line. That goes for 6 yards, and Dave, that's nice. Yeah. You know, obviously you pass the ball, but you trust to know on 3rd and short, your offensive line's going to get a push, and you got a ball carrier, sure-handed like Eli Griffin, who can get the much-needed yardage and then tack on a couple more.
And you can just, by watching this game, you can see the coaching and the fundamentals and the techniques that these players are using. It's quite impressive.
Oh, ball carrier Lathan Wise, and he's upended and taken down after a modest gain. Yeah, lots of plays in the playbook for 3rd and 9. High snap, what a catch by DeLaurent. Looking for Calton, and he overshoots him, but what a play by Paxton DeLaurent. I'll tell you what, he had a Man, in his face, catches it one-handed, pulls it down, and puts a pretty good throw on just out of the outstretched arms of Cash Calton, who had a step but also decent coverage on the outside. Good punt by DeLaurent. That's going to go inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line. So a 41-yard punt sets up Jacob Weaver in the Crusader offense, 1st and 10 from the 18 with 44 seconds left in the first.
So yeah, 44 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Crusaders are coming back out, taking another crack at this Laker defense. And Jacob Weaver's back in shotgun formation with running back Blake Veltrop.
It's going to be Weaver keeping it, calling his own number, and he's gang tackled by a handful of Lakers, losing a couple of yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and long now. Backed up closer towards their 15 after the 1st down play. Going to bring up 2nd and long, Dave.
It looks like we'll have one more play before the conclusion of the first quarter here.
Quick hitter, that one's cut and down, knee down.
Joey Vanola.
Zach Ware, actually, number 6. I thought it was number 5 as well, but after Ware catches it with his knee on the ground, he's automatically down, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6 now. And now we're going to have a stoppage in play. As the quarter comes to a close, we're going to take a short commercial break. It's Helias 14. Camdenton 6 will be back after this on Lake TV.
I'm Chris Schneider. You're watching a Lake TV Classic Game of the Week between Camdenton and Jeff City Helias, a district semifinal game from November 2018. Enjoy the action on Lake TV.
And welcome back here as we start our 2nd quarter of play. Helias Crusaders 14, the Camdenton Lakers 6. Helias, a big 3rd down here, backed up inside their own 25-yard line. It's 3rd and 6. Let's see if the Laker defense can get big. Jacob Weaver out of the shotgun. He's got an empty backfield. 5 wide receivers here for Helias. Weaver steps up, and that one is incomplete. In and out of the outstretched arms of his would-be receiver. He was looking for number 85 on the play. Griffin Bustos with the coverage for the Lakers. Colin Thomas comes in having a solid year defensively. Thomas comes in with 3 interceptions, 4 pass breakups. That would be his 5th pass broken up of the season. Then going to bring up a punt situation for Helias as Gabe Kurtz stands inside his 40-yard line, looking to receive the Vito Calvaruso punt. Vito now, another good kick. Kurtz comes up, fields it at the 45. He's got some room, cuts back across, still on his feet. Inside Crusader territory down to the 43. So Gabe Kurtz, a solid play. Now, Dave, listen to this number for Gabe Kurtz this year. He's averaging 15.6 yards per return. He's taken 4 punt returns back to the house this season, including last week a 69-yard kick punt return to pay dirt. Absolutely outstanding. And he's averaging almost 20 yards per kick return. So Gabe Kurtz, if you're Helias, I'd keep the ball out of that young man's hands. He already has 4 catches. He's got an impressive punt return. He's had a couple of nice blocks on kick returns, and obviously he's made a handful of tackles defensively. So DeLaurent now, little quarterback draw, and the fake quick hitter lowers his head, and he's stood up now and taken down by a handful of Crusaders, but he's down to the Crusader 35-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, the Lakers haven't been in too many 2nd and shorts or 3rd and shorts yet tonight. Still,
Kurtz now in motion, takes the carry, lowers his head, finds the hole inside the 25, bouncing off of would-be tacklers down to the 24-yard line. That's good for 11 yards. And a big-time Camdenton Laker first down. And I'll tell you what, we talked about all the things that Gabe Kurtz does well. Boy, that was an impressive run. You can add running the football to that already mile-long list of things he does well.
Kurtz is their biggest weapon tonight.
High snap. DeLaurent handles it. He's going to try to reverse fields now. Keeps his forward progress moving, and he takes a big-time hit from a handful of Crusaders. We're going to give him 1 yard, going to bring him second down and 9.
One thing I have to point out, though, both team defense, they both swarm to the ball. It isn't one guy making a solo tackle. It seems to be, 3, 4, 5 players at a time that get to the football.
So second down now, DeLaurent steps up in the pocket, and
he
I
was
think
held.
Kurtz was held. The flag comes in there, definitely going to be pass interference.
He was held by Garrett Schneider, one of their defensive captains.
Yeah, Schneider's had that big interception earlier.
Yeah.
That time, a little overactive, grabs the back of the jersey of Kurtz, and it was very obvious from our vantage point. It was very obvious from the Camdenton Laker faithful vantage point, and it was obviously very obvious for the official.
Most importantly.
Yeah, no doubt. I was going to say obviously, but that had been 3 times in one sequence, and I think we might have.
You just said it again.
Done
You
that
just
one,
said it.
obviously.
You just said it, Will. Obviously, you said obviously again, man.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Camdenton inside the polylift, boat lift red zone here. 1st and 10 from the 13, in motion now. Number 21, Cooper
nice
Ezra.
snap.
He's going to get the snap. He's going to go inside the 10, pushed down at the 6-yard line. We'll give him 7 yards.
I'll tell you what, Will, when Camden has the ball down here inside the red zone, you can just feel it that they could probably put any play out. They got so many plays that they could score on any given opportunity. And here they go, second down and 3 to go.
3 from the 6-yard line. DeLaurent looks now. He's going to look back towards the sideline and see if Coach Shore wants to call a different play. Still 14 seconds on the play clock, so Paxton takes the snap up the middle. Nice piece of blocking. Still going, and he's finally taken down inside the 2-yard line, but he's got a first down. That's going to bring up first down. Goal to go from inside the 2-yard line, Dave.
Not a bad situation to be in. Yeah, my guess is they'll give number 27, Eli Griffin, a shot to punch it in here, close to the goal line.
So 1st and goal, big package in here for Coach Shore's Camdenton Lakers. Eli Griffin runs into a wall. He's into. They're going to call him down inside the 1. I'm not so sure about that one. They're going to mark him down, going to bring up second down and goal now.
Yeah, this crew must have just got their eyes checked, so they're all dialed in so they can see everything.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So second down now inside the 1-yard line. See if they decide to hand it to Griffin once again, or maybe DeLaurent gets an opportunity.
Yeah, I say Paxton probably just sneak it in.
Ryan Mawson, the front man here.
There he goes.
DeLaurent is in for a touchdown, his 2nd touchdown rush of the night, his 8th of the season. And Dave, it's interesting that both Jacob Weaver, both the rushing touchdowns for Helias, and also now Paxton DeLaurent, he has 2 rushing touchdowns for the Lakers. So all these big passing numbers, it's actually been the quarterbacks with their legs doing the damage. And Camdenton now is a 2-point conversion away from tying this ball game.
Looks like they're going to a type of a jumbo package. Obviously not a spread package here. And look for them to get the ball to Griffin again.
Trying to get outside, and a beautiful piece of rushing by Lathan Wise. He had to get to the edge to beat the perimeter defender. He did just that, and folks, we are all tied with 9:19 left in the first half. We're tied up with 9:19 to go in the first half.
Ooh, nice boot.
Yeah, really nice kick by Galbraith, and that's going to be a touchback, and you can start to feel the anticipation here as the crowd level starts to get louder, they start to get a little more excited. And I'm telling you what, if Camdenton can find a way to get a takeaway here defensively or get a quick 3 and out, you almost sense this place is on the verge of erupting.
It is, and this is a packed house tonight, as it always is. And you get this crowd into it, look out.
And I'll tell you what, Dave, I mean, we love high school football in our coverage schools, all 4 of them that we did all season long. But there is something about high school football in Camdenton, Missouri that sets itself apart from anywhere else in the country. This place is high school football heaven. Quick hitter here from Weaver, and intercepted by number 17 for the Lakers, Jamin Shockley. That is his second interception of the night, and the Lakers take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line of Helias. Dave, I said maybe a takeaway. Jamin Shockley, Johnny on the spot, and it takes the Laker defense just 1 play and 9 seconds to give it back to Paxton DeLaurent and this Laker offense.
I think the Lakers got your script, so they had to get that pick at that play. So they're listening to you.
Let's not forget, Dave, it was 14-6 Helias when Camdenton punted back to Helias and started to get a little shaky here. Did this Camdenton Laker fans? They're not used to seeing their team behind. It was kind of a rough start with the turnover on their first offensive play. But since that point in time, Camdenton has responded. Here's DeLaurent now, looking across the middle. He's got his man. That's a first down. All the way down to the 7-yard line, Dylan Tufts. What a play. That's good for 16 yards and a first down.
So again, familiar position inside the 10-yard line for the Lakers. And pretty much they can do about anything. And again, they're in the bunch formation. Just drew him off sides. That should be another 5 yards closer for the Camdenton Lakers. And indeed it is. So it should be, what now? First down and goal at the 4-yard line.
So offsides called, going to be half the distance to the goal. So Camdenton has it now 1st and goal from the 3.5-yard line. We've already seen Paxton DeLaurent run it in twice. Let's see if Eli Griffin can get in on the action.
There he goes.
And he does. Eli Griffin is 12th of the season. And with 8:26 left, the Lakers have scored 14 unanswered points, and they now have their first lead of the night.
Man, what an exciting game so far.
We thought we might be in store for a shootout, Dave, and so far it looks like that could be the case.
Yes, and I think either team can score at will.
We'll see if Galbraith here can convert. He came in 56 of 59 on the season before missing his first attempt on the night.
Oh.
And again, the hold from Shockley seemed a little low, and the extra point is no good. So with 8:26 remaining in the second quarter, it's Camdenton. Their first lead tonight. They've got 20, Helias 14. The Lakers out in front, 8:26 left here in the second quarter. Set to kick is Luke Galbraith. Gets his left foot into that one. Another impressive kick into the end zone. It is a touchback at Helias now. Their offense was absolutely cruising. They got a short field to start on the interception by Garrett Schneider. They scored. In their next possession, they marched nearly 70 yards for a score. But they were forced to punt on their previous one, and then it was a Camdenton Laker interception by Jamin Shockley. So the last two series have not gone Helias' way, and they're backed up to their own 20-yard line here. 1st and 10, 8:26 remaining.
Looks like they're going to more of a traditional set here.
Yeah, it's going to be first guy there. Ryan Mawson, first guy there, hits him, and then cleaning up with the tackle. That's big Garrett Stamper once again goes for a 2.5-yard loss, but the first guy there, Ryan Mawson, got an arm on him, pushed him back in the backfield. Stamper comes in and clean up, but I'll tell you what, Ryan Mawson from that little middle linebacker position, Dave, shot the gap and blew that play up before it ever got started.
Yes.
2nd and long now. Out of the shotguns, Weaver. He's had an impressive start to the game, although he did throw his first interception of the night just moments ago. He's under pressure. He throws one in the air. It's going to be intercepted.
Oh, wow.
Gabe Kurtz comes over and picks it up at the 44-yard line, Dave. That's Gabe's 4th interception of the season. He gets up a little bit gingerly. He's limping off the field, but what an interception. He came over and made a whale of a play, and it's the Lakers back on offense, 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of Helias, and something happened at that point in the game when Camdenton was down 14-6. Their defense 3 and out, and now consecutive takeaways on the last 2 Crusader possessions.
Yeah, Weaver had his receiver open, he just couldn't get him the ball, and the Camdenton defender just jumped it and made the easy interception. Easy for me to say.
Here's Griffin now on 1st down, who has good yardage for the 41-yard line.
Looks like Paxton just got the call from the Coach Shore.
But after the 4-yard, Eli Griffin scamper on 1st down, gonna ring up 2nd down and 6. Yeah, Dave, I mean, this offense puts up unbelievable numbers. They got off to a little bit of a slow start, but they are cruising right now. Griffin now, taking it down from his face mask. And
there we go.
Without a doubt, that's gonna be a big penalty. And Camdenton Laker faithful, they like that one. Dave, how cool was it? How cool was it getting an opportunity to visit with most recent member of the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame, our very own Jason Whittle?
Lake TV Sports, look out. More to come.
Yeah, no doubt, I'll tell you. And what's really neat about Jason is, I mean, he is as cool as he seems. It's not an act, it's not him being phony. I mean, that really is him. He's one of the most genuinely nice, charismatic people you'd ever meet now. As Griffin off to the races. He's outside, inside the 15, inside the 10, to the house, touchdown! Camdenton this time from 30 yards out. Eli Griffin, his 13th touchdown of the night, his 13th of the season, his 2nd tonight. David, when he got outside, it's like he shot out of a cannon.
He turned on the afterburners, man, and just scooted right around that corner. Even on this slippery field tonight. That kid can run. Now the Camdenton fans are feeling a little bit more at ease at this point.
I mean, just like that, Camdenton has just taken over. Now they've scored 20 unanswered points. They lead 26-14 with 6:40 to go here in our opening half, and they're going to be going for 2 here. Under center, DeLaurent now looks. He's going to run for it, and he will get in.
Oh!
Yes, he did. He reached out, and I thought that was very, very close. And look here at the Laker offensive linemen come over, chest bump the coaches, and the Camdenton Lakers are officially rolling, folks. They lead 28-14. Camdenton has scored 14 points in 2 minutes and 39 seconds.
Not too shabby.
This one going to be fielded inside the 5-yard line, and some nice return yardage here for Helias. That's number 32 for the Crusaders, and that's William Herbold. Actually, sorry, Alex Clement, the sophomore. Such a big roster, a lot of dual numbers here. Big shout out to our head production assistant, Ross Reinhardt. He did a nice job before the game. He got all these enunciations and all these starters so we would know. I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for that, we'd be all over the place because there's a lot of double numbers here on this roster, Dave.
Even triple.
No doubt. So Ross Reinhardt coming through in the clutch. You know, no one's happier to be back here in Camdenton than Ross Reinhardt.
Yeah.
He has been waiting for this day for a while now. Weaver out of the shotgun. He's going to give it to Veltrop. Tries to get outside, and Ryan Mawson closes quickly. Takes out Veltrop. First guy there once again. Stamper got him around the legs, and Mawson cleans him up. Those two together have really combined to make some great stops here for the Laker defense.
Yeah, Mawson came in there, whole head of steam, and made the tackle.
Yeah, Ryan Mawson, he was a Team USA selection. Got to go down to Fort Worth playing the Jerry Dome last year, one of only 28 high school sophomores across the country. That one, very nearly intercepted by Kurtz. Instead, it's Wilbers. Keeps the legs short, and he's up to midfield. That's good for 15 yards and a first down from Weaver to Wilbers. We're used to seeing that connection. That's a big-time play because Helias, they needed a first down in a bad way.
Yeah, they sure did.
And I'll tell you what, Weaver did throw the last couple interceptions. One of them was on a deflection. One was just airmailed. But I like what I see from this young kid. Only a sophomore. He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, and he's a big quarterback, too.
He's going to keep this one on the quarterback. Keeper jumps over a guy, kind of a half hurdle. He's got 8 yards down to the Laker 42 now inside of Camdenton territory. He runs as well, Dave.
Yeah.
There's 5:13 left here in the second quarter. Weaver out of the shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to give it to Veltrop, who's going to be taken down in the backfield. That's big number 99. That's Court Petty, the junior.
He's a big boy, 6'3", 220.
I'll take that size, Dave, any day of the week. And I'll tell you what now, 3rd and 2, getting to the line quick. Weaver trying to run. He's not going to. It's Cash Calton. Came off the edge and says, no, sir-ee. Cash Calton came on the edge out of nowhere. Takes Weaver and drops him for a half-yard loss. Going to be 4th and 3rd, and I would think Helias is going to have to go for it here. Camdenton scores the last 20 points here of the half. And with 4:22 left inside of Camdenton territory, I would think the Crusaders will be going and their offense stays on the field.
Yeah, I think Helias was trying to catch Camdenton napping on that last play, do a quick play. Didn't work.
About 4th and 2 now. Weaver out of the shotgun. Looking into the flat, quick hitter, and in and out of the hands of his intended target. Nice job, Gabe Kurtz.
Who was there on the defense?
Gabe Kurtz. It was Ethan Johnson, though, who dropped the football. And the Lakers defense, they get a 4th down stop, and it's going to be Paxton DeLaurent, who has 3:59 and a couple of timeouts. Actually, the Lakers have all 3 of their timeouts left here to work with. So the Lakers have it 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Dave, and after that early start, the Lakers really in control of this one here lately.
Yeah, it feels that way. Like you said, after they made that 3rd score, the crowd is just totally electric here. And Kurtz, excuse me, DeLaurent on the run there. Been saying Kurtz so much all night.
So 2nd down and 8 now after the short gain. 3:33 left here in the first half. Lowering the hard count now, takes a look at the sideline. Maybe change the call. Do look at the top of your screen. Cash Calton, that single coverage, no safety over top. Instead, it's going to be number 20 with a quick hitter. He's got about 6 yards. Tufts with his 4th catch of the night, going to bring up 3rd down and short.
Oh.
Quick snap. DeLaurent has 1st down yardage up to about the 46.
They take a timeout?
No, the clock stops as they reset the sticks. Inside of 5 minutes to go on the first and second half. Any first down, they stop the clock to reset the sticks just like in college. So now the signal, the clock continues to run along with the play clock. DeLaurent out of the shotgun. He's going to fake the quick hitter very wisely. He runs into his own guy and then takes a seat after a 1-yard loss. I don't think that was a design draw, Dave. I think it was a quick hitter. But the linebacker made his way into the flat, and DeLaurent very wisely chose to tuck that one. Still 3 minutes to go here, roughly.
Well, DeLaurent with that 6'4" frame. He's towering over almost every other player out there. So he can see the field really well.
Oh, that was way over his head. DeLaurent.
Just got, no!
Oh my goodness, what?
Whoa!
By number 55, Carson Drainer, actually Michael Stresser. Unbelievable, and that's a lapse in judgment by Paxton DeLaurent.
He should have just jumped on that ball.
Well, what happened was he looked back, thought he had enough time, so when he didn't cleanly get it, I think his idea was, I need to kick this out of the back of the end zone for a safety. Didn't work out well, but some incredible athleticism by Michael Stresser, the senior, 260, 6'3", but he looked nimble, he looked quick. First he threw DeLaurent to the ground and then made the play, so that should be Helias football now, and they're gonna go talk with Crusader head coach Chris Hedges. I don't know what the call is gonna be. Yeah, I think it's going to be illegal touching by DeLaurent. You're not allowed to kick the football backwards like that. Penalty will be declined. So it's going to be Helias first and goal from inside the 5-yard line.
And their fans that travel from Jeff City are getting loud right now.
That was a huge loss. Ball was at the 42-yard line. Goes all the way to the 4, so that's a loss of 38 yards.
Yep, untimely mistake by the Lakers.
So now Weaver out of the shotgun. He's going to give it to Velchop. No, he's going to keep it, and he is going to be taken down. Stamper in there, also in there for the Lakers. Once again, Court Petty. And these Lakers say, I know they gave you a short field, but we are going to do everything in our power to prevent you from scoring a touchdown. That's going to back him up to about the 8.5. Actually, yeah, the 8.5-yard line, Dave. That's an impressive play from the Laker defense.
They've actually been in their backfield quite a few times in this first half.
It's second and goal from the 8. Weaver over the middle, has his man, and it is caught for the touchdown. It's number 21.
That's Cooper Ezard.
No, that's Jackson Binkley.
Excuse me.
For the Crusaders, and with 1:41 left, Helias pulls it back to a one-score game. It's 28-20. Camdenton still out in front.
Yeah, Binkley's their second leading receiver with four touchdowns this year.
Yeah, and he averages 23 yards a catch. That's his 5th touchdown of the season. Thrown a little bit behind him, but good thing it was because the Laker linebacker would have got a hand on it.
Look at that kick by Vito.
Vito Calvaruso, 3 for 3 tonight for extra points. It's 28-21. Camdenton out in front. Helias, Dave, a big-time touchdown, and really it was a bad snap over the head of Paxton DeLaurent. Went for a 38-yard loss, recovered by Michael Stresser, the athletic big linebacker. And I'll tell you what, able to capitalize Helias. It was a touchdown from their quarterback, Weaver.
This is a game changer, in my opinion. I mean, into the first half.
That's going to be a touchback as, once again, Vito showing that impressive leg. See what the Lakers can do now. 1st and 10. Misdirection. Lathan Wise, the ball carrier. He's up to about the 25-yard line. We'll give him 5 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down, although we got a penalty on the Lakers. Going to go for 10 yards and back them up. So I didn't see the call, but it's going to be 1st and 20 after the hold against the Lakers.
Well, I'm telling you, though, you can't pin that on one player. It was multiple mistakes by several players on that gaffe, if you want to call it that. But right now, with 1:34 and 3 timeouts remaining for the Lakers, pinned back where they are, I'm not so sure what they're going to do because the Crusaders still have 3 timeouts left.
So DeLaurent under center once again. He's going to pitch outside. It's Gabe Kurtz with the carry, and he's got nothing. Taken down, first guy there. Actually, Griffin with the carry, first guy there. Number 12, that's Michael Clement. Clement, probably related to the younger Clement.
And Helias is foregoing timeouts here. I think they're just content with receiving the ball in the second half. What do you think, Will? I mean,
and I greatly disagree with that call.
I do too.
You've got all 3 of your timeouts. Camdenton's backed up inside their 15-yard line, and you're not going to get many more chances like this.
Well, what if Camdenton makes another mistake? You know, force them to keep playing, and anyway.
Yeah, I don't understand. Here's the pitch outside. Nice lead blocking. That's a good run. I'll tell you what, first guy there.
And no timeout. Well,
Griffin with the carry, so.
Well, also, though, the Lakers have one heck of a weapon at quarterback that can wing it down the field.
Yeah, but on 3rd and 8, I just don't understand the logic, because if you find a way to stop from converting the first down,
you got to get the ball back.
It's going to be an incomplete pass. They're going to stop the clock. You've got timeouts. I just don't get the decision by Helias head coach Chris Henches. Pitch outside. You're looking to get the edge. He's got some room. That's number 6 for the Lakers. He didn't need to get out of bounds. Andrew Butts, the senior.
Smart play. Smart play.
But he didn't need to get out of bounds because the clock stops as they reset the clock or reset the sticks. And now Coach Jeff Shore decides with 3 seconds left, I want to call a timeout and maybe, just maybe, give my All-State quarterback a chance. Davis play in the first half. DeLaurent, he's going to actually air one out into the flat. That one's
wow. What kind of beat?
Back across. Here goes.
Get a block. Get a block.
Wise inside the 10. He's in. Touchdown, Camdenton from 62 yards out on the last play of the half. Are you kidding me, folks? Are you kidding me? What a throw from Paxton DeLaurent. Are you serious? And Lathan Wise does the rest. Great lead blocking downfield. And that is an absolute backbreaker for the Helias Crusaders.
Oh, Paxton is fired up too, man.
Paxton DeLaurent threw an absolute strike. And it was Lathan Wise, his 7th touchdown catch of the season, and none bigger than that one. And the extra point is up, and it is good from Galbraith, and that's going to conclude our first half of play. What an exciting end to our first half. It's Camdenton 35, Helias 21.
I'm Chris Schneider. You are watching a Lake TV Classic Game of the Week from November 2nd, 2018. The district semifinal between 9-1 Camdenton and Jeff City Helias. Let's get back to the action.
And welcome back here as we get ready to start our 3rd quarter of play from beautiful Bob Shore Stadium. So we're set here for our 3rd quarter of play. Galbraith set to kick, and a good one off his left foot. Fielded inside the 5. That's number 6, Zach Ware. He's got a good return across the 25 up to about the 29-yard line before being taken down there. So 1st and 10. Helias, they've got it at their own 29-yard line. Weaver now got some room, and look at him go across midfield. Tripped up from behind. That's Weaver, though.
And Wise on the tackle for Camdenton.
28-yard run to start the second half here for Weaver. That's impressive.
Yeah, that kid can flat out run.
This time it's Veltrop with a first down carry down about the 30-yard line. He's got 13 yards, another first down.
Yeah, good looking run by Veltrop. And here we go, Helias creeping into the red zone, the Crown Power red zone.
Actually, the polylift boat lift.
Oh, wait.
Red zone tonight.
Excuse me, I'm sniffling here.
No, you were thinking we're in Versailles. Here's Weaver now, thrown backwards. Stamper in there, cleaning it up as well. Number 99, Court Petty, once again. And that's going to be a 5-yard loss, bring up second down and 15.
So I apologize to Pauly Lift.
But they don't mind. They're happy. Ryan Mawson also in on that one. Our friends Mike and Mark Mawson, Pauly Lift. And you notice they love their Camdenton Laker football. You see their logo over there to the right of the time on the scoreboard. Also our player of the game sponsor and red zone sponsor tonight. Pauly Lift, boat lifts. Little play action now. Weaver under pressure, shakes a would-be tackler, tucks and runs, and he's back to the initial line of scrimmage at the 30-yard line. And although just a 5-yard gain, Dave, that was an impressive run, eluding a would-be sack artist for the Lakers as Jake Weaver makes his way back to the 30.
Yeah, he's starting to show off his running skills here early on in the second half. So 3rd and 10 for the Crusaders. 5 wide receivers set.
3rd down now, Weaver, he's hit, that one's up in the air, coming back and making a nice play on it, making a man miss to the house from 30 yards out. That's number 6, Zach Ware, the senior. What a job. That was a floater out of the hand of Weaver. He got nailed after releasing the football. Ware did a great job turning around, coming back, making the catch, and then making the would-be Camdenton tackler miss into the end zone. So 30 yards from Weaver to Ware, and just like that, Helias pulls it back to a 1-score game.
And Vito on for the extra point.
Up and walk out in Greenview once again.
Look out.
Extra point up and good. So with 10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, Lakers holding to a 1-score lead. It's 35-28. As Vito Calvarero kicks deep, fielded by Kurtz. Couldn't really decide. Kurtz makes a couple of guys miss. Still on his feet, spinning forward up to the 26.
Good effort by Kurtz.
Griffin and Kurtz couldn't really decide who wanted it. Griffin finally said, well, Gabe, you take it. So 1st and 10 now, Lakers take over at their own 26-yard line. So 9:51 here left in the 3rd quarter of play. This will be the first we've seen from the Camdenton offense. At the fullback position, Ryan Mawson into the flat, caught by Gabe Kurtz. Nice diving grab. He's got about 4 yards. Going to bring up second down and 6.
So yeah, this fog is slowly kind of creeping down on the field here. I wouldn't necessarily say it's affecting the play at all.
So DeLaurent now, pitch to Eli Griffin, nicely blocking from Ryan Mawson up to the 35-yard line before his forward progress is stopped. Is Griffin, it's going to bring up 3rd down and short, but once again, Dave, is Ryan Mawson, this time from the fullback position, leading the way for Griffin. He put a lick on the linebacker who came through the seam, holstering Mr. Griffin for a positive gain. Going to bring up 3rd down and short now.
We're going to look for another run by Griffin, or...
Griffin gets the carry. There is a flag in the vicinity of illegal formation or so.
So, well, I'm thinking that this fog is a couple days late, would you say?
No doubt. I'm telling you what, you can see here from both angles, this fog is heavy. Hard to see across the field, but wonderful job Ricky Smith doing on the field, holding that camera. Wonderful angle, and of course, got to talk again about the work up top from Brennan Thompson. So it is against the Lakers, and on 3rd and short, would have been a 1st down. The flag comes out, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 now, Dave. And Helias, probably exactly what they wanted to see.
Absolutely, and they really need to stop here because if they force Camdenton to punt, they're going to have great field position.
Pitch outside to Griffin.
Plenty of
blocking.
blockers.
Nice job. He's got first down yardage, and then some. He's up to the 40-yard line. He got 9 yards and a first down. And how about the call, Dave? 3rd and 6. You'd expect this offense to throw the football. No, let's do a toss sweep to the left side to our stud runner, Eli Griffin, and some great lead blocking. First guy there, Ryan Mawson, also in on the act. Number 28 for the Lakers, Austin Rippey. So fresh set of downs now, 1st and 10.
They've definitely adjusted their play calling from early on in the first quarter when they were going for those wide receiver screens.
Andrew Butts back in now at tailback. He's going to get the toss sweep from quarterback, and oh, nice job by Helias. They close quickly, limiting Butts to 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Ethan Johnson. And on the stop for the Crusaders, David Johnson. He's been on a handful of plays already.
Yeah, Johnson had a great tackle on that play, just limiting them to 2 yards. This is normally where I would say Snoop Dogg is not here. Don't adjust your screens. This is just fog.
Butts with the carry now. Breakaway speed, just tripped up on the play. Austin Radmacher gets the stop, but Butts to the 45-yard line. That's good for 13 yards, another Laker first down. Dave, I'm not sure that was an appropriate joke.
Well, Snoop could
for a
be.
high school football game,
He
but
could be here.
I guess you never really know what you're going to get from Dave Glendenning and William Holtz. I almost was afraid, filling out our Misha sheet about who was broadcasting tonight's game, I was almost afraid to write our name down. I thought we might get ousted. Butts now to the outside, and this is some fresh running. Spelling Eli Griffin is Butts now, and he's across the 40, down to the 39-yard line, so that's going to be about 7 yards. Griffin now back in as Butts makes his way to the sideline.
Yeah, Butts is holding his shoulder and his elbow.
Shockley, he has an interception tonight, but hasn't done much on the offensive side of the ball. He comes in with 36 catches for 566 yards, almost 16 yards a grab.
They're going to this
5
wishbone
scores.
backfield quite a bit here in the second half.
And here's Griffin now lowering his head up close to the 35. Another Laker first down, and the Lakers have it now 1st and 10 at the Crusader 35-yard line. David, I wonder if Coach Shore isn't thinking, with the touchdown lead, let's keep it on the ground, try to eat some of this clock. It starts to get foggy, and that certainly doesn't play into the favor of the Lakers because they love that spread offense, and I would think this fog would probably make it a little challenging to throw and catch. So under center now. DeLaurent hands it off to Griffin, who rumbles forward down to the 25-yard, and another Laker first down. Kurtz outside, he's inside the 10, still rumbling inside the 5, all the way down to about the 3. Gonna bring a 1st and goal for the Lakers now with 4:55 left in the third quarter.
Boy, they're knocking on the door again.
So DeLaurent now gives it to Kurtz, who's still up into the end zone. Touchdown, Camdenton Lakers. This time it's Gabe Kurtz from 3 yards out, and Camdenton regains their 13-point advantage. It's 41-28 with just 4:37 left in the third.
Well, Camden just proved right there on that drive that they don't need to throw the football to be effective and score.
Yeah, no doubt. This fog is getting heavy. You guys can see the conditions that these Lakers and Crusaders are fending against here. It's a wise decision. Keep it on the ground. Galbraith now. The snap held by Shockley. The kick is, off the right upright and no good. So after the missed extra point from Galbraith, it's Camdenton 41, Helias 28. Folks, we've got 4 minutes, 37 seconds left. Where the Lakers, on the legs of big-time playmaker Gabe Kurtz, extend their lead. They're now up 41-28, up 13 with just 4:37 left in the third. Dave, what's your take on that possession from the Lakers?
Like I said, they proved that they can be an effective offense just by running the ball and pounding it. And they time and time again, they went to the wishbone offense and were effective. It was fair caught by number 37.
Yep, it's going to be Helias taking over on offense now.
24.
First and 10 from the 24, Dave.
23, 24, whatever it takes.
So 4:37 left in the third. Camdenton up by 2 scores. It's the sophomore, Jacob Weaver, out of the gun. He gives it to Velchop, and he's taken down in the backfield. Guess who, once again, already having a huge game tonight, number 99, Court Petty. He has been all over the place. He's been in the backfield of Helias virtually all night, and Ross talked about it. There's 3 or 4 of these Laker linemen that are all over. Number 64, number 57, number 99, and of course Cash Calton and Stamper off the edges leading the way, but this line has really, really proven tough. Weaver now being flushed from the pocket. Throws out of bounds, just wanted to get rid of it. Very wise decision. Going to bring up 3rd and 13, and this pressure starting to force quarterback Jake Weaver to look a little uncomfortable. I'll tell you what, you put that kind of pressure on a sophomore that consistently, something eventually is going to give.
Yeah, and Weaver here has definitely gotten first downs on 3rd and longs here already tonight, so.
Yep, 3rd and 13 now. Weaver rolling to his right, looking
Big
deep,
arm.
thrown up, has a man, and it's incomplete.
Great
What a
play.
defensive play. Colin Thomas, that's his 6th pass breakup of the season, his 2nd tonight. That's going to bring up a punt situation for Helias, 4th and 12. Deep inside their own end, so the Lakers defense, a big 3 and out, looked like they're going to give it back to Paxton DeLaurent and this Laker offense.
I'd have to say that's probably one of his most important pass deflections of the season, considering, we're in the playoffs and all.
Oh, it's a high snap over the head and out of the back of the end zone. It's going to be a safety, and Camdenton extends their lead. It's 43-28, and that's going to lead to a free kick for Helias, giving it right back to Camdenton in what should be outstanding field position. So we've seen errant snaps from both teams on offense, one on special teams. So Camdenton going to be beneficiaries of the safety and get the football right back when we return to Lake TV after this. And the free kick's a good one, fielded by Kurtz at his own 20-yard line. Trying to get outside across the 35, still running. He's going to give the Lakers good field position. They've got it 1st and 10 at their own 39, Dave. And Helias' defense not really proving they can stop this Laker offense as of late.
No, and I'll revert back to our pregame where Jason Whittle was saying, hey, we're going to wear out this Helias' defense, in the first half, and they're going to have a hard time keeping up with our team in the second half, and that's proved to be true thus far.
Yeah, good point, Dave. Jason obviously knows his football. He obviously knows his
I don't know how he
team,
knows his
Lakers.
football. I mean,
man, I'll tell you what, he actually started in that game for the Giants when they were in the Super Bowl. Could you imagine being in a game of that magnitude? I mean, I get excited watching. You and I will probably be at this year's Super Bowl doing some coverage for one of our media companies, and that's exciting for us. But imagine being there as a player, at the absolute peak of your professional career, under the lights, the Lombardi Trophy up for grabs. I mean, I'll never know what that feels like as a player, but of course, Jason Whittle, he sure does.
I imagine it's a bunch of nerves. That's all I've got to say.
So on 2nd down now, it's Butts. Keeps the legs moving, just shy of midfield, close to 1st down yardage, and I think it's going to be another Laker 1st down. So Camdenton going to be just fine if that clock continues to run. The game was flying by, but now this second half of the 3rd quarter seems to be really, really slow. Of course, this one's still within reach, without a doubt.
It was shot on the scoreboard from another camera. It was pretty foggy.
DeLaurent now on first down. A little bit of a miscommunication maybe, but he still makes the most of it. Gains 3 or 4 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Now I would have to admit that I think the fog could, play a factor in this game, especially in the passing game.
Well, I thought you were joking a little bit when you said the fog bowl, but as we continue to move our way deeper into this third quarter and second half, Dave, the fog just keeps getting heavier and heavier.
And the last time we were here was the first game of last season, and we had some inclement weather, to say the least.
We had a big couple of weather delays with lightning.
Yeah, they had to shut this place down for an hour and a half.
Butts now on 2nd down, moving his legs. He's up to the 41-yard line, probably just shy of first down yardage. Going to bring up 3rd down and shy here from the 41-yard line. Give a shout out to one Renee Roller watching from Columbia.
No, she's not watching from Columbia.
Oh, she's watching from Lake of the Ozarks.
She better not be watching. I believe she's in her car right now.
Oh, on her way to the Lakers.
Yes.
Kurtz now with the carry. He's got a first down inside the 40, and the Lakers keep this drive alive, and they're going to be able to eat off a little bit more of this clock now. After 3 quarters of play, it's Camdenton 43, Helias 28. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
I'm Chris Schneider. You're watching a Lake TV Classic Game of the Week between Camdenton and Jeff City Helias, a district semifinal game from November 2018. Enjoy the action on Lake TV.
Outside now, Griffin. Oh, what a block. It was Cash Calton. Pushed the linebacker about 6 or 7 yards. And on 2nd and 6, Griffin has 6 yards and another Laker first down. And you can start to sense here, Dave, if you're the Helias sideline, every possession now even more crucial. You're down 15 points, not really showing any ability to stop Paxton DeLaurent in this incredible offensive attack. And we're used to seeing him throw, Dave, but it's been this rushing attack here in the second half.
Yep, they haven't needed Paxton to throw the ball at all.
And in the fourth quarter, Dave, we have a scoring update from St. Francis Borgia and Rolla. It's St. Francis over Rolla 38-14. So if that score holds up and this score holds up, it's going to be St. Francis Borgia right here a week from tonight in the Class 4 District 5 championship game. 2nd and long now. Oh, ball's on the ground. DeLaurent very wisely picks it up. Nothing hurt, Dave, and that's a nice sign there. Okay, you've got a 15-point lead. Yes, it's a bad snap or a bad exchange, and that stinks. But what would stink more? You try to do too much, you turn the ball over. Instead, take the couple-yard loss, live to see another down. Now you've got 3rd and 13, and your team maintains possession, and more importantly, the clock continues to tick.
You can tell Coach Shore is milking the clock here in the fourth quarter.
Listen to this crowd, the purple haze, starting to make some noise. Kurtz would have gotten the carry now. Quarterback DeLaurent, he's taken down at about the 27-yard line. That was an awkward-looking twist of his leg as Veltrop makes the stop. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 7 from the 27. And actually, this is an interesting situation.
The coaches are wanting the fans to be quiet, so maybe they might have some sort of an audible play here coming up. That would be my professional opinion.
And not just that, but the players as well. What in the crowd to be quiet. So it's a high snap. Nice job holding on to it. Over the middle. Kurtz.
Wow.
What a catch, Gabe Kurtz. Are you serious? Low throw, and Kurtz makes the shoestring grab. He says, let's go, baby. And Gabe Kurtz as good as they get. Are you serious? Unbelievable, Dave. That probably had like a 10% chance to be completed after it left the hand of DeLaurent.
If it was to anyone else but Kurtz.
I'll tell you what, this Gabe Kurtz is one tough young man. That was low. It was a line drive, and Kurtz leaves his feet and makes a beautiful catch, reminding me of one Jordy Nelson back in his Packer days. Butts now with the carry inside the 5. Still on his feet and now taken down at about the 3. So on 2nd and goal now, as the Lakers back inside the poly-lift, boat lifts red zone here. They've got 2nd and goal from the 4, and already a 2-score game. The Lakers hoping to extend it to a 3-score game. Inside of 9 minutes to go with 8:51 left here in the final quarter of play.
Yes, 2nd down and 4 to go to goal.
DeLaurent under center. Takes the snap, it's Butts
He's
to
got
the
it.
house, touchdown. Camdenton, Butts' 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lakers now lead by 19. It's 47-28, and I will tell you what, the Lakers looking very tough. And Dave, it's a 19-point game, but this Helias Crusader team has been very tough tonight.
Yeah, they haven't given up. They're still playing tough. I mean, they're playing for their lives right now. And there's still 8:37 to go in the game.
Shockley the hold, the extra point is up, and it is good this time from Luke Alvarez. So with 8:37 left in the game, it's the Lakers 50, Helias Crusaders 28. Welcome back, folks, to what's becoming the Camdenton Laker night. And Dave, you know, I forgot to mention when I had Jason Whittle in the booth, Mayor McNabb actually deemed October 17th in the city of Camdenton. Oh, that could be dangerous. That is fielded on the hop. Nice job by number 32 for Helias. That could have been dangerous. That's Alex Clement with the fielding of that kickoff. But, oh, that was dangerous, Dave.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times this year where they have short, high kicks that have actually been just as good as onside kicks.
If that would have taken a different balance, it's probably Laker football. So with 8:30 left,
They need to
Helias.
come up with something big and fast.
Well, this is their last chance here, Dave. Their season's on the line. They're 4-6. Now look at this. Let's see those fans right here. They're going crazy on the sideline. They're making some noise, and Coach Shore wants to hear it.
Wow.
1st and 10. Weaver out of the shotgun. Purple Haze, how do you like me now? Making some noise here late in the game. Jacob Weaver takes the snap, looking to his right. Steps up, has a man. It's a beauty. Throws an absolute strike. Once again to number 21, Jason Binkley. That is all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's good for 41 yards.
That is just what the doctor ordered, sir.
Absolutely.
That's the first I've ever seen.
So the hurry-up offense, Weaver out of the shotgun once again. That's going to be a false start now. So with 8:17 left in the 4th, Helias has it 1st and 15 at the Camdenton 35-yard line. Weaver is absolutely nailed. The quarterback sack, once again, having an absolute career night. Number 99, Court Petty, the junior.
And Marlon Briggs also big on the stop, too.
Yeah, big number 67 also in there cleaning it up. But first guy there, number 99, Court Petty, has had a ball game.
Yes, he has indeed.
Unbelievable. And so with 7:30 left in the game, it's 2nd and forever for Helias. Sophomore quarterback Jacob Weaver clinging to what little hope this team has left. The quick hitter into the flat. Nice play here on the pitch and catch. That goes to number 6 for Helias, Zach Ware. Once again, he's all the way down to the 26-yard line. That's good for 17. They're going to bring up 3rd down and a very manageable 6. That's a very nice play from quarterback Weaver on second and forever. It's easy to want to heave it down the field. No, he took what the defense gave him to the tune of 17 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 now with 6:51, folks. This game's far from over. Weaver steps up, looking into the end zone, and nice play defensively from Jabin Shockley. That was a beautiful throw, but Jabin Shockley, that's his 3rd pass breakup of the season. He comes in the 3rd leading tackler for Coach Short's defense. It was 6:41 left. It's a big time 4th down and 6 for the Crusaders from Helias Catholic.
What's so impressive about this Laker team is their depth and balance all across the board on offense and defense.
Weaver now, 4th and 6. Quick hitter into the flat, in and out of the hands of his would-be target. Weaver threw it just a little bit too early and breaking that one up in the flat. That's number 5, Lathan Wise, who closes quickly. And the Lakers hold on 4th down, giving it back to their offense, leading 22 points with 6:37 left. It's 1st and 10 now, DeLaurent. The give to Butts. He's trying to get outside. Actually, it's Lathan Wise. It could be a fun race inside the 40, inside the 30. He cuts back across. Still on his feet all the way down to the 9-yard line. Holy goodness, 65 yards in the legs of Lathan Wise. Oh, baby. Dave, how about that? Just when you thought they were going to burn the clock and pick up a couple yards here and there, it's Lathan Wise gets outside and turns on the afterburners all the way down to the 9-yard line. It's 1st and goal, Camdenton. That's good for 65 yards. So 1st and goal, it's Butts once again looking for his 3rd touchdown of the night. He's inside the 5 down to about the 4. Going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Oh, you should have said that.
2nd and 4 now. It's Butts up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yes.
Camdenton for the 3rd time tonight. It's Andrew Butts with a touchdown run, and the Lakers are dancing. It's 56-28, and we do have a penalty marker down, so hold your horses. It's an illegal shift against the Lakers, so we'll back it up and try once again. For the Missouri State Class 4 District 5 District Championship game. Butts now, this time.
Walking it in.
Yeah, this time all the way from the 9. Butts is good. 3rd touchdown of the night. Coach Short gives a little fist pump. He loves what he's seen. And I think it's safe to say, nail, meat, coffin. The Camdenton Lakers are having fun. You see Butts on the sidelines celebrating with his teammates. And Dave, these guys have a lot of fun playing together, don't they?
Oh, yes. As you saw pregame, the way they come out of the tunnel, they get all they psych each other up. It's a solid team. I mean, like, I hate to keep bringing it up again, but Jason Will said it's a team sport, it's not an individual sport.
He sure did. And after the extra point from Luke Galbraith, it's Camdenton, the largest lead of the night. They're now up 29 points. It's 57 Lakers, 28 Crusaders. You're watching exclusive coverage of Camdenton Laker football only on Lake TV.
I'm Chris Schneider. You are watching a Lake TV Classic Game of the Week from November 2nd, 2018. The district semifinal between 9-1 Camdenton and Jeff City Helias. Let's get back to the action.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to live high school football on Lake TV. And Dave, for the first time in nearly 2 years, we make our way back to friendly confines here of Bob Shore Stadium. And these Camdenton Lakers have treated us to one heck of a ball game.
Yes, and this is kind of a special place for me. This was the place of my first broadcast with the one William Holtz.
Indeed, my friend, that one fielded at about the 11-yard line and then taken down on the play. First guy there for Camdenton, number 28, Austin Rippey. As Clement takes it out to about the 28-yard line, and that's where Helias takes over on this possession. Down 5 scores with 4:46 left. I'd say Camdenton has this one wrapped up.
I'd say they do. And I would look for Camdenton to pull all their starters and let the second teamers play. It appears that Helias doesn't want to go out without swinging here.
And Dave, we do have an update from El Dorado Springs where the Versailles Tigers 48, the Bulldogs 29, 11 minutes left in the fourth, but the Tigers up almost 20 points there, and they're well on their way to a district title appearance.
Boy, Lake Area Schools doing great. Wow.
Airing it out. That one is again.
Woo, he got it!
Coming back and making the touchdown. And again, Dave, it's number 21, Jason Binkley.
He snuck through that fog.
And that's 72 yards, and that's the second time Binkley has come back, made a play on a high, lofty throw, comes back, makes a play, and Dave, it's now a 23-point game, just like that. So, but what a play.
If he can make this, I'll be impressed.
Well, how can you see? He did make it.
Hey, it's good.
So after the extra point from Vito,
We'll take the referee's word for it. It's good.
35. Helias, 57 Camdenton with 4:33 left in the game.
Looks like the Lakers still have all their starters in.
Pitch outside here to Eli Griffin, who tries to get outside and taken down out of bounds.
Not what they wanted.
No, 1 yard gain. Griffin's got to know the situation and stay in bounds. So 2nd and 8, DeLaurent gives it to Griffin inside the 40 up to about the 39-yard line. 2nd down and 8 as we're inside 2.5 minutes to play. DeLaurent now handoff to Butts, who keeps the legs churning. He's inside the 30 down about the 28-yard line. So with 2:15 left, it's going to be 3rd and short now here for Camdenton.
I cannot even see the down sign from across the field from here.
I can barely. It's just inside the 30 at about the 28-yard line.
Man, I should have brought my fog glasses tonight. What was I thinking?
I'm not sure it would have done any good, but what a sight here. From beautiful Bob Shore Stadium, of course, I'm William Holtz, joined by my good man Dave Glendenning here, and it's the Camdenton Lakers in control and well on their way to an appearance in the district championship game. So 4th down and 4, Dave, and of course we'll see if Helias can find the way to get a stop and get the football back. Their clock now is inside a minute 15 to go.
Well, it's obviously looking like Helias is going to end their season with a record of 4-7. And you know, that's a respectable number considering they lost their starting quarterback in the first half of the game 1 of the season. So they've had to rally around their backup quarterback, and they did a heck of a job even reaching the second round of district playoffs.
Absolutely, and Dave, and even more impressively, Andrew Butts, nonchalantly, it was 4th and 4, got a hit, dives forward on 2nd effort, and has a 1st down. So that's kind of the way things went tonight for Camdenton. They fell behind early, 14-6, but since that point, Dave, they have outscored their opponent 51-21. They're up 57-35, and now it's the victory celebration. Paxton DeLaurent, he is going to take a knee. And the Camdenton Lakers improve to 10-1 and have officially punched their ticket in the next Friday's Missouri State Class 4 District 5 championship game. Their opponent, we believe it'll be St. Francis Borgia. The Bulldogs will keep you posted on that. This has been Camdenton Laker football on Lake TV. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be back momentarily.
A very nice, decisive win for the Camdenton Lakers, who would go on to win the district championship the next week and then lose a heartbreaker in the sectional title game by 1 point to a great Webb City team. The Lakers finished that amazing 2018 campaign with an 11-2 record and definitely one of the best teams in the state. I'm Chris Schneider. Thank you for joining us for the Lake TV Classic Game of the Week. Be sure to join us again next time.